And welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Junior Garcia, and here are some of the stories we have for you tonight. Atlantic Basin Refinery buys Hovenza. We have reactions. Lumoko School National Day of Writing and horse racing highlights. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8.
Meaningful Beauty, now available in the Virgin Islands, brings you News Channel 8. Pamela and Cindy Crawford tell how they use it. More on Channel 8, as seen on channel8.com, and call 1-800-811-2749 for Meaningful Beauty.
In our top story, the Virgin Islands government announced it has negotiated a new operating agreement with Atlantic Basin Refinery Incorporated, a company formed specifically to buy the shuttered Hovenza refinery. Here is Governor John DeYoung Jr.
In the last week, we've been able to come very close to having an agreement with the prospective purchasers of the Hovenza refinery. This was a group, Atlantic Basin Refining, that had been brought to us by Hovenza after they'd gone through their process of going through a sales process with Lazard. So this was the group that was presented to us. And the reason they were presented to us is that they met the one criteria that was the most important, is that we wanted a restart of a refinery that was environmentally sound, that provided employment, and the final bidder came in was this group. And so I wanted an opportunity to introduce them to the senators and also to the delegates. So yesterday I hosted essentially two meetings. The first meeting was with the senators just to outline to them the terms of a prospective deal, transaction, and an operating agreement that I would send to the legislature. Anything we do with this group is going to require legislative authorization with an operating agreement. So I wanted a chance to outline to them the general principles of what we were looking for and what we negotiated. And then the second part of the meeting was to introduce them to the delegate, the senators, and give them all a chance to ask questions and to meet the principles of the company. What we had a chance to do was outline to them that the most important for us right now, the level of unemployment that we have and the need of an injection into our economy and jobs, is our focus was on the refinery, was on job creation, and at the same time getting as much economic activity as possible.
Some of the senators are not pleased with how the Hovenza meeting went down. Here is Senator Kenneth Gittins voicing his concerns.
We met with the governor on the proposed sale of Hovenza. And as I sat there and listened on the conference call, the information was much to take in, and documents were not even shared with those of us on the conference call. Those that were actually physically there, it was made clear to them that they would have to return the documents shared with them at the end of the meeting. When it was my turn to speak and ask questions, I made it clear that I firmly believe that this sales agreement should be left to the next administration and the new legislature coming in. It appears that the governor wants to send an agreement this week. As a matter of fact, he did say that he intends to send an agreement by the end of the week. I truly do not favor a lame duck administration nor a lame duck legislature taking action on such a far-reaching commitment. We need more time to seek what's in the best interest of the people of the Virgin Islands, and more so for those of us who live on St. Croix that will have to endure the pollutions of a refinery. Remember, the administration and Hovenza had not one but two extensions on this, so they had time to look over this. The legislature should have time for due diligence.
And meanwhile today, Commissioner of DLCA Wayne Biggs was on Straight Talk Radio, where he spoke about the recent letter to Hovenza about the gas prices.
Over the last 8 to 10 weeks, prices have been dropping rapidly on the mainland. And we at the department feel that the consumers in the Virgin Islands were not benefiting from these price decreases.
Sure.
The rack at Hovenza had been stagnant at $3.40 for regular glass for several weeks. And so we wrote to Hovenza to ask them what's going on with the rack. When Hovensa increases the price, they've always told us in the past that it was based on the world market conditions. And from what we can see on all our tracking devices, world market conditions indicate prices have been going down. So we're wondering what happened to those world market conditions now that prices are dropping and we're not seeing the same benefits now. I'd like to indicate that this week they actually dropped the prices effective Monday by 5 cents. But we've seen a much larger drop on the mainland.
Certainly.
You know, so we're still pushing. We haven't received a response from them yet, but we're still pushing to get those prices come down.
You probably have seen a decline in your WAPA bill recently and is wondering, how did that happen? Here is WAPA Director Hugo Hodge with that news.
With this solar project and the one coming on St. Thomas next month that we expect to put energy on the grid in December, the LEAC was lowered 4 cents this month of October already. Those things don't make headlines too often, so let me say it again. With this project and the one that's going online in St. Thomas, the LEAC was already lowered 4 cents. We're already moving toward that reduction that was promised here. There'll be more of a reduction coming in January with the advent of the other projects we have going on. And we'll continue to drive the cost down so that people can take notice and acknowledge these types of projects and what they really mean to the territory.
VIPD is looking for 44-year-old Vernon Kodra, a.k.a. Mellon. He is wanted for unauthorized possession of a firearm and cultivation of marijuana. Kodra is a 5'7", weighs 168 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. He frequents 145 Clifton Hill, Williams Delight, and Frontline Nightclub. If you see or have any information as to the whereabouts of this individual, please call 911 or Detective Francis at the Domestic Violence Unit at 340-712-6094. Stay tuned to News Channel 8. We have more news right after this break.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And welcome back to News Channel 8. Now here is Ashley Messiah with your weekly Crime Stoppers report.
Good evening, everyone. This is Ashley Messiah reporting your weekly Crime Stoppers. Let's help make the USVI one of the safest places in the world to live, work, and raise a family. Everyone needs to speak up. If you know something, say something. St. Croix, over the past several days, several day and nighttime burglaries occurred in Little Fountain area where cash and electronic devices were taken. On one occasion, the perpetrator attempted to take the victim's vehicle but failed in his efforts. The daytime burglary have occurred between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. at night. The nighttime burglary have occurred after 8 p.m. The perpetrators involved have been described as a slim or tall male. If you live in the immediate area and have seen any vehicle that doesn't belong in the area, please let Crime Stoppers or law enforcement know what you know. St. John, on Wednesday, October 15, 2014, at about 9 o'clock a.m., citizens reported at the Dragon's Command as a victim of assault and robbery. While in the area of Nature's Nook, the victim was sitting in the vehicle talking on the cell phone when four black males approached the vehicle. One of the suspects pulled the victim out of the vehicle and began to strike the victim with a closed fist. After several minutes of this, the suspect stole the complainant's iPhone 5, white Otterback case, and a silver Tag Heuer's watch and departed the area. The victim's abrasion and bruises as well. St. Thomas, on Sunday, October 19, 2014, at 4:08 a.m., the lifeless body of 22-year-old male identified as Shaquai E. Benjamin was transported by a private vehicle to the Roy Lester Schneider emergency room after sustaining a gunshot wound to the upper body, while in the area of the Bliss nightclub located at Norgate. The Major Crime Unit case is presently investigating this case. If you have any information regarding this incident, please contact the unit at 340-774-2211, extension 5617, 5618, or 5619. Step up. Be a part of the solution. Tell us what you know at www.crimestoppersusvi.org or by calling 1-800-222-TIPS. That's 1-800-222-8477. You can also text USVI plus your message to crimes at 276437. This is Ashley Messiah reporting your weekly Crime Stoppers for News Channel 8.
Several presenters comprising of authors, educators, journalists, poets, and storytellers participated in the 2014 National Day of Writing Workshop at Lumuckle Elementary School.
So it was a beautiful ending because normally the pig goes, the wolf would go down in the pot and get absorbed in hot water. But this was about beautiful fragrance, smelling, and he changed his. Hi. And he became a good person.
Well, we told them to write about almost anything that they think that is important. So it could be a story about Lumuckle, family, friends, the haunted house, the environment, whatever the case might be. And it's just been very exciting so far.
They're just jealous, and then quietly suck at it and continue on with it. Everyone knew Melvina because she was a peanut blender.
Today was a very exciting day here at Lumuckle Elementary School. All our invited guests showed up on our campus today, and they were really emphasizing the importance of writing as they did their presentation with our students. Our students learned a whole lot. I had the opportunity to visit some of the classes, and they were all so much engaged in their writing activity. It was a very good celebration of National Day on Writing, where we really want to emphasize writing here at our school, the importance of writing, not only in our schools, but we want our families to be engaged in writing as well, so we can have a more literate community. So I really want to extend my congratulations for a very successful day. All the teachers here who collaborated with our guests, and our students did a fantastic job.
Journalism is a beautiful thing. Keep up the good work. Don't touch that remote. We have more news straight ahead.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And finally, tonight, the feature race from this weekend's horse racing.
They're all in line. We're good to go. Gate, bus, and they're running. Triple Threat Jet stumbled out of the gate a little. That's Luxury Appeal running well on the front end. Brass Note running in second position. Kid from Camario, then Simon Says Run. So as they passed the wire for the first time when it won nothing, that was Luxury Appeal leading the way. Brass Note is running in second position. Kid from Camario is third. Running in fourth, Simon Says Run, and your trailer, Triple Threat Jet. They ran the opening quarter in 23-3. That is still Luxury Appeal leading the way by 3/4 of a length. Running well in second position is Brass Note. Third, Kid from Camario. Simon Says Run is in fourth, and then Triple Threat Jet. As they head up the backstretch and past the half-mile pole, that is Luxury Appeal navigating the first four in 46-4. Brass Note is running in second. A distant third, Kid from Camario. And then you can find Simon Says Run as they exit the backstretch. That is Luxury Appeal opening up by 2 on Brass Note. And it's Kid from Camario and Simon Says Run with a whole lot of work to do. In the middle of the turn, that is Luxury Appeal looking good, opens up by 3. And the first 6 in 1:11. At the top of the turn, it is Luxury Appeal. And down the stretch they come. Luxury Appeal is looking good with Winston Hurst with 1 furlong to go. On the left-hand stick, Brass Note. Luxury Appeal with a 16 is going to have to do some work to hold off Brass Note. Winston Hurst and Luxury Appeal looking fancy. Running second, Brass Note.
He run very well. More speed in the race, you know. We just keep going and show your heart like always.
Did they do anything different with the work ethic or anything like that there for this race day?
No, we were a quick turnaround. It was 14 days. He did everything right during the week, and he just keep improving step by step.
Well, big man, we know for November and December going to be some big race. You guys don't got to get him ready for those big races. You think you're ready for it?
You'll be ready. And first, another thing I want to say about the case went to Cristobal Encarnacion, the real owner. He and Tony, two great men together, Hall of Famers.
That should fill your need for speed. Don't go anywhere. We have your weather coming up next.
Your weather coming up next. Your weather.
And here's a look at your local weather.
Tonight, scattered showers, partly cloudy with a low around 82, east wind 11 to 13 miles per hour, chance of precipitation is 30%. Wednesday, scattered showers mainly before noon, mostly sunny with a high near 85, east wind 13 to 16 miles per hour, chance of precipitation is 30%. Wednesday night, scattered showers and thunderstorms, mostly clear during the early evening, then becoming mostly cloudy with a low around 82. East wind around 16 miles per hour and chance of precipitation is 50%. Thursday, scattered showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny with a high near 85. East southeast wind 18 to 20 miles per hour, chance of precipitation is 50%. And Thursday night, scattered showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 82. East wind around 18 miles per hour and chance of precipitation is 50%. And this is News Channel 8 Weather Report.
Thank you very much for tuning in to News Channel 8. Do not forget to like us on Facebook at WSVI-CH8. Also, follow us on Twitter at WSVI-TV News Channel 8. See us anywhere in the world on your smartphone or tablet. I'm Junior Garcia, and World News is up next. Good night, Virgin Islands.
Meaningful Beauty, now available in the Virgin Islands, brings you News Channel 8. Pamela and Cindy Crawford tell how they use it. More on Channel 8, as seen on channel8.com, and call 1-800-811-2749 for Meaningful Beauty.